Hello everyone, this is Red X Rain, here with another episode of Let's Play Parasite Eve for the original PlayStation. So last time we did a lot of stuff. We finished up our business at the museum, which include finding Eve's hiding spot where she was very pregnant. What else happened? We saw a lot of cutscenes where the army, with the help of Aya, took out the slime monster with a nuclear missile. One thing I didn't do, as you can see here, was put on my armor that I upgraded while I was in the museum, which would have been terrible, because this fight would have been over in no time. And unfortunately, I have to use heal before I get into the fight, because since I didn't have the armor equipped, and then I equipped it, it sort of messes with the hit point total, since we have that hit point booster on the armor. So I'm just going to very dramatically walk up this pile of slime to get to our final fight. Screw it, it's taken too long. And if you thought Eve was gross before, although I guess she looks okay from like the hips up. But that big bloated, that's not even where a uterus is. That's in your knees. I feel like I shouldn't be talking over this because it's such a dramatic final confrontation. As Eve is trying to psych Aya out for the last time. Yeah, I think I remember someone saying something very similar before about mitochondria allowing humans to live. It was Dr. Clamp. I kind of like... Actually, I really like that they chose not to put music here. It's a little uncomfortable for me as a commentator, as a Let's Player, to not have anything to sort of fill in any gaps in my speech. But it really just makes it very, I don't know, very harrowing. It makes it very tense, I think, to not have music at all. Especially with how weird the music got in Day 6. It's like they completely abandoned their old composition. Oh, well, we get the Eve operatic voice here. And that's all we get for this battle, which, again, I think is a very smart decision. What's not smart is walking right in front of those... bullets. So Eve has 3 targets now here, and we do have to kill all 3 to beat her. Luckily, we have the shotgun and we have the enter 2 commands, which is going to make this fight easier in general. It's still a pretty hard fight. I think this is... Oh, geez. Here comes a terrible attack. Yeah. That's why you should not be that close to Eve. I'm just, this fight is not starting off so good. I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my, medicine 4s already. But we got the, 2 times command, so we get to heal and shoot at the same, time. But yeah, I mean, we are getting close to the end of the game, but there technically is a little bit more, to do after this, but this fight is, I think, the hardest. And as you can see, I cast haste. I should have cast haste earlier. Even though she's big and bloated, she moves really fast. Eve moves really fast in this fight. So, having haste cast isn't necessarily essential, I think, to this fight, but when you're apparently as bad at this fight as I am, you need it. Because I'm just tearing through these medicine 4s. I really do not like this fight. I think my problem is that I'm getting greedy with the shots that I'm taking. I'm doing like 6 shots. So let's go ahead and make this fight easier by using Liberate, which is the final Parasite energy power that you get. It turns Aya into this sort of... I mean, I hate to use the word, like, pixie, because I think of a pixie as, like, something cute that lives in the forest, and, I mean, I guess there's something fairy-like about how she looks right there, but she kicks ass with this attack. I mean, it's really, really overpowered. It just randomly targets each of the body parts here. But as you can see, it was doing like 200 damage each time. So I think that may have even been enough to kill or, I don't know, disable one of Eve's targets. Let's see here what this looks like. No, they're all still all three are still there? Yeah. Well, they're close anyway. It helps a lot. Yeah, Liberate is great, but of course it is limited because, as you may have noticed, it does use up your entire Parasite energy bar. So, I mean, it's not perfect. And the more that you use, we haven't really encountered this problem in other fights, but once you use up Parasite energy over and over and over again in a single fight, it does stop refilling. So it's not like you can just keep waiting for it to fill up and just, you know, go to town using Liberate and then just heal in between. Oh, geez, look at that. That was really weird. It all happened at once there. They all 3 parts just sort of deactivated or whatever at once. Thank you, Liberate. And of course, now that we're at the end of the game, and it's an RPG, you can't have a final boss fight, you know, just be one stage. You have to have the multiple stage boss fight. And we get more fake CGI boobs. And I guess when I was saying earlier that this is the hardest fight, I should have said this phase of this fight is the hardest fight, because now Eve is really, really fast. She can do status-inflicting attacks. As you can see, I just got hit with stiffness, which is like the worst one, because then you can't avoid any of her attacks. And I mean, look how she just zips all over the place. It's really intense. So my strategy is just going to be, I'm going to try and stay alive and take a few shots every once in a while, and then I'm just going to use Liberate again and hope for the best. But look at that. I mean, I just used Medic to get rid of stiffness, and she hits me with it again. It's like all the attacks that she does are just non-avoidable. Well, this one is. Let's see if I avoid it. So it's kind of like the carriage fight way back in Day 2, where you just have to be on the exact opposite corner of the battlefield to avoid that attack. But, I mean, you don't know when that attack's coming. It's really hard to tell, and if you're already in the corner, you have very little time to get out of the way. I lucked out that time because she shot into the bottom left, and I was, you know, top left. But Liberate is just dealing lots of damage here. And Eve is only one target this time, so we don't have to worry about multiple targets and where the damage is being inflicted, so she might actually, because that was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that was about 1,500 damage, so this might just do it. No. She's close, though. I'm certain I'll make it. All right. And I did. And the epic death scene here. Finally, she's down. How many times have we fought Eve? or Melissa, or Maya, however you want to call her. But I don't like that look that she gave us right there at the end. That was a little off-putting. But I mean, hey, we just this is Parasite Eve, and we just beat Parasite Eve. So, great. I mean, I guess all there is to do is to clean up all this human mitochondria goo, and, well, but there's one more day. And it's asking me to save. I'm going to say no. Wouldn't it be just terrible if day 6 was to clean up this goo? If it just turned into some sort of Harvest Moon, like, well, I guess a really morbid Harvest Moon sort of thing where you just have to clean up all the remnants of Eve's uterus. I do really like this music. This is getting back to the sort of piano-driven, none of that weird operatic stuff in the museum, which isn't bad. It just doesn't fit the rest of the game, I think. All right. Well, what does Daniel have to say? He doesn't want to say anything. You can also go talk to the sailor, I guess, over here. The naval officer, excuse me. And as he sort of hints, you should go inside here. This I always thought was weird. Why it's on a black screen instead of just, you know, you walk in and they're talking. I don't know. It's cool to see Wayne, though, and he has a very practical purpose for being here in terms of the game, I suppose. I mean, it's nice that he's here for moral support and everything. See, Wayne's not such a bad guy. He gets a sort of a bad rap at the start. But I'd say he matures over the course of everything, and he becomes a, you know, trustworthy ally. So he can do what he normally does. He'll take any stuff on your inventory. I don't think we have any equipment that he really can hold. No, not really. And then we need all that stuff. And he'll also hold items, which we don't really have much. You can't get rid of the Narita, but we can get rid of the clamp key just to move everything over here. Now, let's see here. Now, anything that you keep with Wayne here will not carry over to the second playthrough of the game, which I've mentioned before, the X game mode. Yeah, so you can't move the Narita. So anything that you want to keep with you next time, you have to keep on Aya's person. So this old inventory gets cleared out when you start the game over again. And speaking of X mode, he also offers to engrave your name on any one weapon, and you get to rename it. I'm going to rename this one Red, my trusty rifle. And he gets to do the same thing for armor. So we'll just get rid of that, and I will call this one. Any guesses? Rain. And so now when we start the game in X mode, we'll start with those weapons just as we've upgraded them and everything. So that's pretty awesome. There's a save phone over here, and I am gonna I am gonna save here. I don't like to save on that other screen. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't like to save on the other screen just in case I make a mistake and, I don't know, forget something in the museum or whatever, because this is sort of the point of no return. Now, this guy just has a bunch of free stuff to give you. We have plenty of ammo, but I mean, you can never have too much, I guess. Medicine 3s are good. Medicine 4s are good. I said that backwards. I took medicine 4s first, whatever. And also, I'm going to take some Cure C, which is for confusion, which we haven't really seen before. But spoilers, we're going to be seeing it soon. So, no, the fights are not quite over. Let's see. I'm gonna reload my gun. My health is good. We're fully stocked on everything we can carry, medicines. So let's see how things are going out on the, what's it called? The dock? No, that's not what they're called. The bridge? I don't know. I'm not a naval person. Another one of the awkward stairs into space, where apparently something is happening off screen that could be shown in a video sequence, but not even a video sequence. They could have made a little helicopter landing on the, whatever it is. The deck? I'm gonna call it the deck. That's what it is, the deck, right? Uh-oh. It's the pulse. That cannot be good. Oh, it could have. And it is. Jeez Louise. Now that is power. I don't even think Eve could have done that. This music is weird and intense. But it always gets me pumped. The pacing is really weird, though. So yeah, this is the real final fight. I mean, Eve's dead and gone, but this is a whole new beast, quite literally. I don't know how they think they're just gonna run away and the world's gonna be fine. Someone has to take care of this. And of course, Aya volunteers. Ugh. Always with that voodoo stuff. I really like this animation cycle of him tugging. So I'm just going to let it play a few times here. Alright. Yeah, I guess we better get to fighting this thing. Yeah, this is easily the most disturbing part of the game. The music, just the character is weird. And so we're ready to fight this thing. But I'm going to make this one a cliffhanger, and we are going to see how things end next time. So, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time on the exciting conclusion of Parasite Eve. Bye.